live? Oh, here we go. Hi, everyone. I am now live. Sorry, just clearing my throat here, getting ready. I'm so excited for this. Okay. welcome. I'm really excited to do this live. Facebook has been weird with lives lately. So, yeah, I'm excited to be here with all of you and do this and share this information with you that's been coming through. I got some messages actually like just now about what I'm supposed to talk about and what all of you guys need to know for this portal. And yeah, so welcome. So say hello if you are here. I want to say hi to you. Hi, Dahlia. Hi, Brittany. Yeah, definitely let me know you're here so I can tune in with your energy and say hi to you and speak right to you. Hi, Tao. Oh, I'm so happy you could catch it too. I miss you. Okay. So I'm gonna dive right in. So as always, and I know I always say this, but my guides are always really clear with me that anytime I do a transmission or an activation like this, just you absorbing the words that I'm saying is activating you in the exact way that you need to be activated. So just kind of like take that in, take a couple deep breaths, and just fully drop it into your body and just bring all of your energy and attention to this call. And if you can, let go of any distractions and just be present and feel the energy that's moving, because I feel a ton of energy right now moving through me. And I can feel the shifts that are happening in my life, and I can just speak at this moment for me that there are some major shifts happening right now. And I think that we're all feeling it. And the other thing that's happening too is there are some major higher realm galactic energies coming in right now that are really present. And I would like everyone to just feel that and open up your awareness to that as we are on this call, because I think that's going to be a really important piece moving forward. Is actually what's happening on the planet is we are not only raising consciousness, but we're gaining access to higher realms of knowledge, higher realms of understanding, higher realms of consciousness, and more of these cosmic galactic energies that I always talk about are going to be more easily accessed by us. Hi, Marley. Hi, Katie. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, it keeps interrupting. Hi, Tony. Keeps interrupting on your end. I don't know why. Facebook is really weird lately. So I hope that this is okay. Okay. So the theme for tonight, it was very clearly shown to me today, is called or is Get Real. So the theme is Get Real. And I'm just gonna read exactly what came through because I wrote this down, and this is like directly from my guides, the Council of Nine, who really give me a lot of like information and just guide me in where I'm supposed to be going. So and what I'm supposed to be sharing and teaching with all of you. So this is what they said. The theme is Get Real, like get really real, like way realer than you've ever gotten. So that is the theme tonight around what we're really focusing on is getting really real with yourself about what is okay with you and what's not okay with you, and what's moving with you to your next level and what is not coming with you to your next level. And when I say that, I don't even actually mean like physical things. I mean, it can mean that, whether it's a relationship or a friendship or a job or whatever, or, a house or whatever. It can mean all that stuff, but it can also mean like patterns, right? Like ways of engaging with the world, ways of engaging with yourself, right? Like ways that you talk to yourself, ways that you treat yourself. Because one of the things that's really important to note is that oftentimes, without even realizing it, in our heads and in our minds and in our psyches, we actually treat ourselves the way that our parents treated us. So if you had a parent who was like overbearing and like always nagging you, then you'll probably talk to yourself like that in your head. And if you had a parent who totally neglected you and didn't take care of you, and chances are you probably have a harder time taking care of yourself. So that's what I mean when I say like getting real and getting really clear about what ways of being, ways of engaging with the world, and ways of engaging with yourself are you able to bring to this next level, and what do you need to leave behind? Because where we're going, we can't take a lot of this old programming with us. So right now, during this time, especially today, during this portal, and also moving forward into the rest of 2020, because December is going to be even more intense, not only astrologically, but just energetically. So, really looking at today, what are you taking with you and what are you leaving behind? Meaning, what are you done with? Because that's really one of the big themes here. As you step into this next level of expansion, and then also what what does your next level look like, right? Like being really really intentional, because that's the power of this energy right now. The power of this portal is that what you set into motion, you will create. So you need to be really, really intentional and conscious about what energy you're setting into motion right now and what you really want to create. So if you feel like you're spinning out right now, or you're feeling like you are overwhelmed with emotions, or you feel like things feel really difficult in your outer world, it's because you're being given the opportunity to look at the deeper emotional wounding and deeper emotional stuff that needs to be cleared so that you can go to the next level. That's always what it is, right? Like that's why healing trauma to me is how we change the world. And that's why I'm so dedicated to helping people heal trauma and move through it quickly and rapidly, is because that's how we change the world. That's how we create the new earth. We're not going to do that if we don't heal and clear our trauma. It just won't happen. At least that's my view and what I've been shown and why I feel so passionately about it. Okay, so they're really, really wanting us to look at like everything in your life and what's not working. Um, so hold on, I just want to see if I missed anyone saying hi. Hi, Roxy. Okay, I hope everyone can hear me because I know Jennifer said it was interrupting on her end. Okay, so really looking at what's not working, like what relationships are not working, and where are you putting your feeling of being responsible for other people ahead of your own growth, your own expansion, and your own needs? And where are you not stepping forward because you don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable, or you don't want to leave people behind, or you feel like you're betraying people? So this is a huge thing right now, okay? And I always talk about self-betrayal because it's such a huge thing that we need to heal. And a lot of times we don't even realize we're doing it. But what a lot of us end up doing is, because we're afraid of betraying other people and making other people feel uncomfortable and leaving other people behind, we actually betray ourselves. So I'm going to say that one more time because it's really, really, really important. Even if you're not sure exactly what that looks like for you, that's okay. Just like absorb it and set the intention that the awareness will come to you later. So because we don't want to betray other people, because we're so afraid of betraying other people and losing our place in the tribe, right? Losing our connection, we actually end up betraying ourselves. And this is a non-negotiable to look at in order to really be able to step in and make big changes. Hi, Gabby. Oh, I'm so sad it's interrupting on every, like, I just saw that that people are saying it was being interrupted. I'm gonna close all my other windows and hopefully it will stop interrupting. I'm so sorry. So anyway, okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, so looking at what's not working, and this theme of self-betrayal is huge right now, looking at the ways that you are making decisions that are actually betraying who you really are and what you are actually meant to be doing in this world. Okay? Um, okay, next. Where are you lying to yourself? Where are you betraying yourself? And brutal honesty is required right now. And sometimes it's really hard to see, right? Like it's really, really hard to see the decisions that you're making and how they might be out of alignment for you because we are so used to making decisions based on other people rather than ourselves. So when we make decisions based on who we are and what we truly want, it actually can feel like betrayal. It can feel like we're hurting other people or betraying other people. But really, what happens when you make a decision based on solely what you desire and what you know to be true for you, it actually frees up everyone else to do the same thing. This is like classic like codependency stuff if you want to look at it through that lens. When we stop feeling responsible for other people, we actually set those people free and allow them to make the decisions that are empowering for them and what they're meant to do. And we end up doing what we're meant to do as well. So this to me is a huge theme right now. I'm seeing it with everybody. How can you relinquish responsibility for those around you so that you can fully claim who you are meant to be? And let me know if this is resonating for you because I know there's a lot of people that are experiencing this right now. So let me know if you're feeling this. Jennifer says, I'm being given the chance to really step up in my power with my ex and stop allowing him to bully me. It's so hard because it's so exhausting. So what I would say to that, okay, so this is a great example. I'm glad that you brought that up because there's two layers to this, these types of situations where say you're in a relationship, right? And you are aware that you don't want to have the same dynamic with this person, or you don't want to have a dynamic at all. But let's say you're in a relationship where you really want to change the dynamic, that you know it's unhealthy, you know it's codependency, and you really want to change it. So there's two pieces to how this works, right? One is that there's like the 3D layer of setting boundaries, having a conversation, saying, I am no longer available for this type of behavior, and being really clear in your communication about what you desire and what you are willing to put up with and not willing to put up with, right? And what you truly would like out of the relationship, okay? So that's the 3D layer. Then there's the energetic component to it, which if you can get to that, which is what I love to do with people because it changes it so fast, you can shift these things so quickly and you don't even have to talk to the other person about it. Because what's happening in relationship, and Jennifer, I'm not just talking about you, I'm talking about all of our relationships, right? What happens is that we play out certain patterns and dynamics that are holding an energetic signature within us. So whether it's the pattern that we had with our parents, or our parents had with each other, or that we had with our siblings, or some combination of all of that, we play that out without even realizing it. And we expect the feelings and the conversations and the dynamics to happen over and over again, because really we don't know any other way of relating. That's what we know. So when we can pinpoint this energy dynamic that we are going into with someone, and we can pinpoint it within ourselves and identify it as a feeling as an energetic substance and an emotional presence within us. And then we can do the energy work I do with people. You can shift it immediately, and then start showing up in your life differently. And you didn't even have to say anything to them, but because that energetic signature is no longer living within you, there's nothing for that other person to hook into. So they have to start relating to you differently. Energetically, there's no other way that that can happen. Okay? So this is one of the most powerful things that you can do right now, is to start to shift these core energetics, these patterns that you play out, so that everything starts showing up differently around you. And right now, there's such a powerful energy available to really shift and change things. So that's perfect that you brought that up, because I feel like right now we're all shifting things in that big way where we're no longer available for certain energy dynamics. And a lot of what we all go into, because everyone here I know is super empathic, super psychic, super tuned in, super sensitive, you feel responsible for people because you most likely know what they need more than they do. So instead of feeling uncomfortable around them or feeling unsafe in their presence, you then give them what they need so that you can feel safe. And that's a dynamic that we do and that we pick up in childhood, usually around our parents. So this is something that I'm seeing a lot of people releasing right now, because if we want to rise into the next level and start to show up in the way that we know we were meant to show up on this planet, to hold the frequency that you were meant to hold and share the gifts that you were meant to share, you can no longer do that anymore. It doesn't work anymore. So we're seeing everybody releasing old relationship dynamics and these old patterns of feeling like you have to be responsible for other people and hold other people. And when you do, everything starts to change. Everything starts to change. Everything starts working. Hold on, I'm gonna go to the comments. Jennifer says it's a codependent trauma. Oh my God, that's funny. Tony, yes, I already know. Dahlia says, I've been trying so hard to help everyone be okay that I've been sacrificing myself. It's been happening with my family, kids, and now my business. Yes. Okay. I'm so sorry it keeps cutting out, guys. I have no idea what is going on here. But I don't even understand. I've had so many problems with Facebook. I'm gonna try to close some of my apps and see if that helps. I don't even know. Okay. So, yes. All right. I want to go back to what Dahlia said about sacrificing yourself, because this is a program, right? And this is a lot of what we're doing now is we are stopping running these programs, right? This old programming that says, you need to sacrifice yourself for other people. That's the only way to be a good person. That's what you have to do in order to be loved and accepted, is that you have to sacrifice yourself for other people. And it's actually the opposite. One of the many inversions, what I always talk about, the whole world is one big opposite day. Everything that we've been taught is actually the opposite. When you hold yourself in the highest regard, and when you put your needs and your well-being first, it serves everyone around you. And I know we know this intellectually, right? But we all need a reminder, myself included, because it's so easy to go back into that old programming of feeling like you have to make sure that everyone's okay. And the reason why many of us do that is because in childhood, we had to take care of our parents in some way so that they could take care of us. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. I know for me, I felt like I had to be an emotional support for my mom, or make sure that she was not going to fly off the handle so that my needs could get met. And I know a lot of people have gone through something similar where you felt like you had to make sure someone else was okay so that you could be okay. And that is the thing that we're really shifting right now, is being done being responsible for other people, being done feeling like we need to hold other people, and really stepping into who you really are and why you came here. Okay. Okay. All right. So, what is next? Being brutally honest with yourself. So, where are you still going into codependent relationships with people? Where are you still feeling responsible for people? Where are you saying yes when you really mean no? These are such important questions to ask right now, because these are the things that once you pinpoint them and release them, you're going to get to the next level. You just have to be brutally honest, because sometimes it can be really difficult to admit to yourself that certain relationships or certain things that you're doing in your life are no longer an energetic match for you, and it's time for it to shift. That can be hard. Okay. The other thing that they're really adamant about today is these higher realms of consciousness, these higher frequencies that are coming onto the planet right now. So it's really, really important to tune into however you tune into spirit, right? If you have your guides that you talk to, if you meditate, if you like to do breath work, whatever you do to connect to spirit, if your thing is going out into nature, doing more and more of that without electronics and without any outside input, and just being with yourself to experience these higher states of consciousness. I've been having some crazy experiences, and I'm sure you guys have too, where I feel like I'm seeing things all the time. I feel like I will turn my head and I see something out of the corner of my eye. Like, I'm always seeing things from other realms, and I feel like I'm kind of like, the veil is very thin right now, where I feel like I am tuned into other realms of consciousness more than ever before, and receiving information more than ever before. So as much as we're having all of this emotional upheaval and all of this stuff releasing and shifting, we're now stepping into these higher realms where we're able to access energy and information like we never have before. Okay, so these are becoming available right now as we release these ways that we've been betraying ourselves, these ways that we've been lying to ourselves, as we continue to shine the light of consciousness on these shadow aspects of ourselves, the pieces of ourselves that we've compartmentalized and that we don't want to look at. As we shine the light of consciousness on those aspects of ourselves, we then gain access to higher states of consciousness, to our gifts that we're meant to share, to our abilities, our psychic abilities, our ability to tune in and understand what's going on and know what to do and be incredibly certain and trust without even thinking about it, because you just know. That's what's available once you shift these deeper patterns and access and shine the light of consciousness on your trauma, on your shadow. Okay. Hold on. So I wrote down a few more things here. Okay, this is the really big one. Okay, this is like the best question that you can ask yourself, okay? What are you trying to prevent yourself from feeling? You should probably write this down. I'm going to say it again because I hope I'm not cutting out. Okay, what are you trying to prevent yourself from feeling? That is your gold right now. That is the place that you need to go. And you most likely will need support, because it's hard to look at that. However, whatever it is that you are trying to prevent yourself from feeling right now is the exact thing that you need to face. And I've been seeing this with everyone, because and all of my clients that I work with one-on-one, especially, like the main thing like I'm seeing right now as I'm looking at what's going on is I see, oh, that's the thing that you're trying to prevent yourself from feeling with all of this stuff that's going on. That's the thing you need to feel. And then I guide them to really feel it, and then things like miracles start to happen, like crazy miracles start to happen. So right now, The most important thing is to look at what are you trying to prevent yourself from feeling? What is that deep fear that you are trying to avoid? That feeling that you're trying to avoid by doing all of the things that you're doing. What is it that you're trying to avoid? And that's where you need to go. And that is what is going to, like, they're showing me it's like a lightning rod, a lightning bolt that's going to blow up the energy of these times for you and just skyrocket you to doing exactly what you're meant to do. You got to go there. What is the thing you're trying to prevent yourself from feeling? That's what you have to feel. That's the gold, they say. They say you got to go there, feel that, and then see what happens, because it's always going to be a miracle. Always. On the other side. It's not comfortable. I just went through it. I do the work that I do with everyone else. So I am not above it. I am not exempt from this. I do the work, probably more hardcore than most people because I'm crazy like that. But it's also why I've moved so fast and created things so quickly, is because I don't care. I am willing to go deep into the belly of the beast and feel the most scared, fucked up shit that I don't want to look at, but I'm willing to look at it because I know what's on the other side. So that's really the gold right here, is like, just be willing to go there and ask yourself, what am I really trying to prevent myself from feeling right now? Because that's what we do, right? Even though we know that we need to feel our emotions, right? And that it's healthy and it contributes to our well-being to acknowledge our emotions, we still don't want to do it at times, especially if we know they're going to be uncomfortable. And even though we might not want to admit it, we do everything possible to not go there. And then we wonder why things aren't working, right? And that's why I say it's really very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. You just got to look at that stuff that you're not willing to look at. And that's why you need support, right? Because it's not always easy to see. It's not always easy to acknowledge. It's not, the human mind and the human psyche is a very interesting thing, because we can convince ourselves of anything, right? I mean, that's been proven over time. We can literally convince ourselves that we don't feel something that we actually feel. We can intellectually convince ourselves of that. However, what will start to happen over time is that feeling will start to surface sideways if we don't face it head on. So what that can look like is depression, anxiety, physical symptoms, your life just not working, not being able to manifest, not being able to make money, not being able to call in a relationship, right? Like, that those are all the sideways symptoms that come from not fully facing how you truly feel and what happened in the past that you're still in reaction to. So that's really what this activation is all about. Like, we are in Scorpio season. This is the time that we are shining the light of consciousness on the dark places within us. And we have to do that if we are going to get to the next level, and if we're really going to start to live and create differently on this earth. So, like I said in the beginning, I know that my mission is to help you clear trauma so that you can change the world. Because I don't see the world changing any other way. Okay, so that is basically the main messages here. Like, this is the time. There's no, I feel a sense of urgency around this, because things are only going to get more challenging and more intense. But for the people that are really willing to go all in and, like, feel everything and acknowledge everything and do the work and really show up in your mission and in your power and be willing to be uncomfortable, things will start getting easier for you, as they might start getting harder for other people who might not be at the same place as you, really willing to do the work. And I'm seeing it right now with everybody I'm working with. I mean, it's like miracle after miracle after miracle after miracle, um, because they're showing up and doing the work. And I don't even like the word work. I mean, it is work, but it's also just really showing up and really being real, like really getting real about like what's actually happening, because we have the option of wondering why things aren't working, or we can actually get real about why things aren't working, you know? So, and sometimes, like I said, you need help with that. It's not always easy. Okay, so yes, that is the main message today, and I just want to mention here that I do have an opportunity to work with me one on one, and I wasn't taking one on one clients for a while, and now I am. And I opened up 4 spaces for the Quantum Creator, which is it's really the most intimate and potent way that I've ever worked with anyone yet, because of how much access you get to me and because of how fast we move. Because we do weekly calls, plus Voxer, unlimited Voxer, plus I give you access to a huge digital toolkit of all of my breathwork sessions, all of my meditations, all of my journaling prompts. The tools that I create are like really profound, because somehow I have figured out how to help you through these breathwork sessions and meditations really, really, really move energy, because I just channel them. A lot of times I don't even know what I say. It just comes through me. So you have access to that for life. You can always use that. And I always say, I have clients reaching out to me all the time that I worked with last year saying, I still use your breathwork sessions every day. And I have these profound awakenings, profound healings, profound shifts in my life. So that is yours for life, which is huge. And then I also make you a personalized breathwork session, which my personalized breathwork sessions are actually energetic calibrations to calibrate you to your next level. So I'd go into your Akashic records and I channel the breathwork session for you, and then you listen to it and you do the breath work. But I also ask you to listen to it just in the background of your life, because it calibrates your energy to where you're going. So the more you listen to it, the more your energy just continues to calibrate to your next level, and raise your frequency raises, and that's where you see like a ton of momentum. So those are really amazing. I am no longer selling them on their own, just because I realize how much more potent they are when you're working with me in a container. So I'm no longer selling them just as a one-off thing. If that's something that you will get access to when you work with me. So that's a huge bonus in this container. So yes, I have one more space available. I'm only going to take one more person, because I've already taken 3 people, and I think 4 will be my limit. We'll see, but right now I'm only taking one more person. So and I feel like that person is like really close, like in my field. I can feel them, because this is a really intimate container. So I like really have to feel your energy. I really have to feel if we're an energetic match, because we're going to be talking all the time. You get access to my psychic abilities. You get access to all the information that I channel, and just like instant feedback about like, okay, here's what's coming up. And I'll be like, oh, this is what's happening. Go do that breathwork session, go do that journaling, and then come back to me. And then you'll come back to me like, oh my God, I realized this, everything changed. And I'll be like, yay. And then we'll move on to the next thing. So that's usually how it works. Through Voxer and through the calls. And yeah, it's super fun, but also your life will dramatically change for the better. And there's nothing more that I love on this planet is helping people make these huge changes. As you all know, I am a Scorpio, and I am obsessed with big transformation and huge change, and I love helping people facilitate that. So if that is something that you are feeling drawn to, just reach out to me and we can chat about the details and if it's a fit for you. And if you have any questions about like the best way to work with me, just reach out to me and we can chat about that too. But that is all I have for now. I am getting ready to go on a really special vacation to see Barbara Marciniak channel with a bunch of people that are probably watching right now, Andrea, Emily, Emma. So I'm really excited to do that. So you'll see me back next week feeling super tuned in, probably a completely different person again, and sharing some really amazing wisdom and insights with you guys. So thank you so much. I love you guys all so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.